Hello everyone, welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc. and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc. and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc. and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need. Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels, so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program, and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching. And hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live broke like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel, as you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, financial intelligence is sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, and things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day. How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. I just wanted to say, rest in peace to Takeoff, his family, his friends, his music group, Migos. It's a sad, sad situation, and unfortunately, I have to keep. Um, I'm going live about these broadcasts. I mean, about these unfortunate situations. I mean, first it was P&B Rock. I think that was the first time I ever even went live to talk about an artist that was killed. And unfortunately, this is becoming a normal thing at the end of the day. It's kind of like I said, the rapper Bootsy, he left. And the crazy thing is, this happened with Takeoff, and not in his hometown of Atlanta. This happened in Houston, Texas. I just got back from Houston, Texas. Today is Tuesday, November 1st. I got back from Houston, Texas on the 30th on Sunday. So, and I was all around downtown, but I'm not a multi-platinum artist. I'm not, $1 million guy. So, it's crazy. I can just say that. And like I said, the fact that I have to keep making videos about this situation, and I mean, I don't wish this on anybody. Unnecessary death. The guy was 28 years old, for crying out loud, but I don't wish this on anybody. I mean, when it comes to the music, I was never a fan of the Migos, but that they're not my generation. They're younger than me. I'm 39. They're in their 20s. They're not my generation. They're for the people. They're for teens, and they're for people in their generation. But I still don't wish this on anybody, and I look at it as just a sad, sad, sad situation. You know, really, really sad situation. Um, And it's like I said with P&B Rock, I already said it's like I think if he just wouldn't have walked around Los Angeles with all the jewelry and would have had some sort of security with him, I think he might still be alive today. I say the same thing about Nipsey Hussle. I think of Nipsey Hussle when he went to the store, if he would have had security with him, I think he would still be alive today. And um it's not about trying to prove how hard you are. It's just that hey, when you're building something, and you are the asset of something, you have to act like it and protect it. It's like rich people putting certain assets into safe deposit boxes, or even putting their assets into other banks in other countries and whatnot, so that they're exempt from paying specific taxes, and they're exempt from other laws and things of that nature, and they protect themselves in other different ways. They have their own private security guards. I remember at my old job, former mayor, former presidential candidate, um, his name. I'm not a political guy, and that's why I've been forgetting these political people because I just think they're all full of it, anyways. But his name skips my mind. He used to be, he's like a billionaire now. He was a former mayor of New York. Um, New York. Yeah, he's like a billionaire now, and former mayors. Give me a second, people. Yeah, there we go. All right, Blasio, da, 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 Robert Bloomberg, Michael Bloomberg. Lord have mercy. Like I said, when it comes to politics, I used to be somewhat of a guru, but when it comes to too much nonsense, I get turned off by it. But anyways, Michael R. Bloomberg, who was the mayor of New York from 2002, 2013. Anyways, I remember he came into my job one day to speak with people because he's a businessman, so it makes sense. But at the end of the day, he had his own private security detail with him, and he's not a rapper. He's not in the streets guy. He's not walking around saying "I'll kill you" and "I'm the hardest man on the block." But when you have money and influence, I don't care what state or city you live in, you can get got. Okay. Red state, blue state, purple state, all that's irrelevant. You can get got when you're a person with influence. And it's unfortunate that this happened. Like I said, I'm not going to say that this couldn't happen if he had private security, but I'm just saying because these unfortunate issues can happen anywhere. But, because Takeoff and Quavo of the Atlanta based rap trio, they were at a private party. This was last night. It's at 810 Billards and Bowling Alley prior to the deadly shooting that took place, and you know pronounced dead. earlier this morning of November 1st. Um, yeah, we shot right. It was like right outside of a bowling alley in downtown Houston. I was all over downtown Houston. His real name was Kersnick Ball. Um, attended a private party along with about 40 other people when shots were fired outside of the bowling alley. Police said that the party ended at 1 a.m., but the group gathered outside the bowling alley for more than an hour after the party. And that's and I mean, I'm not going to say the shoulda, coulda, would have, but I know they had probably a nice spot to hang out at, and I would just would have been like, hey man, let's just go back to the spot and do what we do, get comfortable. At about 2:34 in the morning, shots were fired and Takeoff was hit, dying just outside of the doors of the bowling alley. Police said during a press conference Tuesday afternoon. Two other people were also injured in the shooting. They drove to nearby hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. They have not been identified, but police said that they have spoken with them to help with the investigation. So hopefully they catch the jerks that did this nonsense, or the jerk that did this nonsense. Because like I said, even though I wasn't a fan of the music, I don't wish this on anybody. You know, and I've been all over social media. I've been seeing a lot of people, putting out their perspectives, their thoughts, their prayers for them, the Migos and their whole friends and families, and things of that nature. And they said the shooting stemmed from an argument. It's unknown if Takeoff was involved in the argument or if he was the intended target. Um, the group that gathered outside the bowling alley ran away after shots were fired, and so far, no one has stepped up to help police identify the gunman. Um, I just want to say something to our city, Houston, and every brother and sister in the neighborhoods. Houston Police Department Chief Troy Finner said, "I'm calling you to action to step up. There were 40 people at least at this event, people left possibly out of fear. I ask you one thing, and I want this to resonate with everybody. What if it was your brother? What if it was your son? You will want somebody to step up. So please step up." And I do implore people to step up. I don't want to hear this no snitching nonsense. This guy did not deserve to die. This man did not deserve to die. That's just I can't even put it, in any other words. And even the mayor, Houston mayor, got involved. And it's just the mayor said, as you have heard, this was a private party last night of about 40 people in that group. Somebody or other people who know the actual shooter or shooters were, said Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner. Let me just ask, like it has already been asked, that anyone has information on the shooters to provide that information to Houston Police Department. Let us solve this situation. Two guns were involved in the shooting, and they authorities believe that the gunman may have been in his 20s, but doesn't want to stipulate. And at the end of the day, man, it's just like I see either two things may have happening. I'm guessing at this point, so I'm not going to say I know it all, but I see either the police do catch the individual that did this, or the Migos have somebody, or somebody within that party they know who did it, and it's going to take care of it from a street justice perspective. And that's just, but I'm speculating. I don't know that. I'm not going to say that that's for sure what's going to happen, but either way, if whatever negative thing happens to the shooter, I don't feel bad for the person because he took someone's life, you know, and I leave it at that. And that's why it hits me even harder because I was just in Houston. This happened a day after I got back, the night after, because I got back home late at night. So this happened the night afterwards. So, and I could have been in that area. you know so not to say I would have been in that private, because it was a private party, so obviously mostly celebrities and people involved in that world, but I could have been driving by there and boom. So it's just what it is. At the end of the day, that's just what it is. And I know this is gonna hurt the future of Amigos, and you know and especially Offset and Quavo. um it's just It's going to hurt them, and the fans are mourning, um, and it's just crazy. Even one fan, Isaiah Lopez, 24 years old, said he rushed down from his home in Humble, Texas, which is a suburb in Houston, after hearing Takeoff had been killed. He stated, "He was one of our favorites, mine and my brother's. It's all we listened to," Lopez said as he carried a dozen roses he hoped to place near the site of the shooting. "As soon as my brother called me and said Takeoff is gone, I had to come over here and pay my respects." So, a lot of people mourn, this unfortunate situation. Thomas Moreno, 30 years old, who lives about 5 minutes away from the site of the shooting, said he had met Takeoff at an event at a Houston bar and restaurant in June, and said he was a real nice guy. I feel like it's just another good person gone too soon," Moreno said. "This happens every day, but it hurts even more when it's somebody so talented and so young." And I couldn't agree with that statement more, man. It's just like, you know, just didn't make any sense. Just senseless violence. And like I said, it just seems like nowadays being a rapper is becoming as more dangerous than being the president of the United States, more dangerous than being, even though I know what happened, unfortunately, to Nancy Pelosi. A gentleman broke into her house and beat up her husband, who's in his 80s, which is just horrific. Because I don't care if you, here's my thing, I don't care if you don't like a politician. No one, unless somebody's trying to kill you or assault you, there's no reason for you to go off and try to do what you do. What happened to her husband? Even like, I'm not a fan of Donald Trump and whatnot, but I never wished any physical harm on him. But that's just, that's the difference between me and most people. It's like I can disagree with somebody without wanting to kill them. That's the, most people, in today's day and age think that it's illegal to disagree with people that have a difference of opinion and whatnot. But I'll leave it at that. But this is just a sad situation. I just wanted to give my perspective and give my condolences to Takeoff and his family, and the whole Migos crew. You know, I don't wish this on anybody. Period. And I just leave it at that. Because they had a real big fan base, and they were just getting started. I know they had other plans and other things to get done in life, and it's unfortunate. Who knows where they could have went off to and what they could have done. It's just like PNB Rock. Same thing with Nipsey Hussle. This is why, I know a lot of times these rappers don't want to hear this, but you guys are making the millions of dollars, and if you guys don't start looking out for each other more, if you guys don't start taking security seriously more, if you guys don't, you know if you guys don't start building things for not only yourselves but the people in your community, you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position. you know and I know a lot of rappers don't want to hear this, but it is what it is, because I know I'm quote unquote getting into the OG status. But everybody out here, not just the rappers, you got to operate like you're in a war zone, no matter what neighborhood you live in. Okay, you got to operate like the military. You got to know the rules of engagement, no matter where you go. Exactly, Chris. It's all messed up. It is all messed up, no matter how you slice and dice it. You got to know the rules of engagement, and you got to act accordingly. You got to train. I don't care whether it's working out. I don't care if it's going to the gun range. I don't care if it's taking, self-defense lessons, karate lessons, whatever the case may be. You always have to be on guard, because you never know when somebody's going to try to take you out. Like I said about Bootsy, who's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He had to leave his home city and move to Atlanta, because he knew if he would have stayed in his home cities, like, rappers get killed all the time. It's like the rapper that got killed in Memphis, Tennessee. you know. And like I said, you can say what you want about my generation. Wasn't the most perfect generation, but I will say at the end of the day that Biggie and Tupac was killed because of a beef between them and other internal things in the organization. They weren't just killed by some random people for the sake of being killed by random people. Okay. Tupac was killed because he started a fight with some real thorough Crips at the Luxor Hotel in Las Vegas. All right. Biggie was killed because he went to California after Tupac got killed, and it was a mistake for him to go out there. Biggie might still be alive today if he would have kept his butt on the East Coast and beefed up security. So it's the same. And that's all. I leave this video with this because it's late, but I leave this video with this. Um, if you're an aspiring artist or if you're a successful artist right now, you better have your security tight. You better have your crew tight, and you better be able to turn music into an option at the end of the day. Because if not, you are putting yourself in a position to be going down two categories: being broke or getting killed. Being broke or getting killed, and there's no other way to slice and dice that. All right. There's a reason why Tekashi 6ix9ine is not quote unquote broke, but he's heading there because nobody cares about him anymore. And he didn't make an alternative outside of music because he's too busy trying to be a wannabe gangster when he used to be a freaking store clerk in somebody's bodega in New York before he became a big time rapper. And it's like I said, I believe Nipsey Hussle would be alive today if he would have had his armed security with him that day. And when that piece of crap tried to shoot him and whatnot, they at least would have been some counter shots going on or something to that effect. But R.I.P. Takeoff. My heart goes out to him, his family, friends, the fans. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Amigos, but I don't wish this on anybody. So R.I.P. It's crazy. And at the end of the day, if you're a rapper, you have a target on your head in today's world. It has been proven time and time again. Okay, it is even worse now than it ever was before, and I think it's going to get 10 times worse because of the way that the economy is and the direction that it's going in. Okay, you're going to have more jealous people. You're going to have more people ready to go to war with you at any moment, and you're going to have more and more people with nothing to lose. That's the thing that people don't understand. Regardless of who's sitting in the White House, governor's house, and the mayor's house, you're going to have more and more people with nothing to lose because they have nothing to lose. All right. So on that note, do the great 3 free things. Like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys have a great day. And all I can say is try to do better. If you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, don't forget to check out Stash, WEBULL, Acorns, Crypto.com, Coinbase, all those platforms. You'll be able to make some money, especially with WEBULL. You'll be able to get some free stocks. Also, if you want to open up a business credit card or get a regular credit card and get some money at the same time, think about signing up with American Express. Links are in the description. And all I can say is make money moves, or you're going to live bro like a fool. Keep your security tight. Because rappers, you got a target on your head. I don't care if you live in Houston. I don't care if you live in LA. I don't care if you live in Dallas. I don't care if you live in New York, Atlanta, Miami. You can live in the middle of the freaking woods or whatnot, okay? Build yourself a nice little castle out in Wyoming like freaking Kanye West did. You got a target on your back. Act accordingly. It's time for y'all to get y'all security right. I don't care what company it's with, but you need to get your security right. Heck, maybe even do the smart thing by creating your own security company. The former rapper Twista got his own security company and his own firearms instructor company and whatnot. Owns his own gun range up there in Illinois. Think about it, family. There's an opportunity to protect people, one, and then two, there's an opportunity to make some money all at the same time. But you got to be willing to take the risk. So on that note, take care, stay safe, and I'm out.